Am I live right now? Okay, I'm live on YouTube. Am I live on Twitch? Am I live on Twitch? I am live on Twitch. Awesome. Okay, where's my chat at? Chat. There's chat. Let's move chat over here. Let's go into Discord. Okay. So where we ended yesterday. Maybe I should move chat back over here. Can I put it on the side? I can put it on the side. There we go. That makes it better. There we go. All right. What about YouTube chat? What about YouTube chat? Hey Lars, I'm trying to figure out how I can dock YouTube chat on here. I'm trying to stream on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. First time I'm trying this, so I'm a relative newbie at this. So if if I don't see your comments, you know, it's just because I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing. Oh, thanks, Truck. Yeah, I'm trying to solve this puzzle. I started this one for a video like 4 or 5 days ago, and I got stuck. After like an hour, I placed 3 digits. So I started a Twitch live yesterday, and the Naverio jumped on and was the guy who made the puzzle jumped on and was helping me out a bit. So I've now placed 4 digits. So I'm trying to finish it today. I left off at a good point yesterday, kind of knowing where I'm headed here. But yeah, this has been a struggle. So I'm trying to, I have Twitch chat open on my OBS platform, but I'm trying to see how I could do both Twitch and YouTube, because now I'm trying to look at YouTube chat through a browser and it's just hard to keep track of both at once. So again, excuse me if I don't see your comments. Maybe I can move it somewhere. Is there another dock I can do? I'm gonna have to look into like doing like see if I can somehow get a YouTube chat like doc or something. Or maybe I can open it on my tablet or something, I don't know. Bear with me for just a minute while I get everything set up, and then I'll try and finish up this puzzle. Let's see. All right. I don't want everything running on my computer at once, just because I don't want to overwhelm my CPU or anything, or my GPU. I'm not sure which one it uses. Okay, let's get back into this puzzle here. So yesterday I left off, I think I got this 9. And if you've never seen this puzzle, I was doing this on Twitch, so Lars and Truck Fan over on YouTube, you probably didn't see this. These yellow lines are what they call Nabner lines. And I'm not familiar, I don't know how much you know Sudoku, but these lines, you can't place any digit that is consecutive. So I know, for instance, that I need to have a 7 on this line over here. I made that deduction days ago. And so if I have a 7 on here, I can't put a 6 or 8 on this line because it's consecutive with 7. So that's what the yellow lines mean. The black circles means that the digits in the circle can't go in any of the cells it's touching. So 4 and 8 can't, for instance, go in any of these 4 cells here. So that's what I'm working with right now. And I left off yesterday working on this line here. And I figured out finally that a 9 cannot go on this line because I placed this 9 here, and I knew I had these pointing 9s up here that remove 9 from the rest of this column. So I need 4 digits here that are never consecutive, and it can't be an 8 or a 9 because these 8s are pointing down. Wait up, no, it could be an 8. It can't be a 9. So 9 can't go here, and 9 can't go along the line here. So I need 4 digits that are not consecutive that are not 9. And so we can't do 1, 3, 5, 7, which would be the easiest to do because that would break these cells here, right? Like if I did 1, 3, 5, 7, at least 3 of these digits are coming on this line here, and that would break these 2 cells. So I'm trying to put myself back where I was at yesterday. That's the problem with starting and stopping these puzzles. You figure out a piece of logic, then you kind of have to figure it out when you get back into it. Yeah, I know some people aren't on Twitch. That's why I'm trying to do both platforms. I just started Twitch. Yesterday was literally my first Twitch stream. So I have a lot more followers on YouTube. So that's why I'm definitely trying to do it on there today. I think I have like 4 followers on Twitch, and I have like 700 and something on YouTube. So yeah, definitely a difference there. Okay, so we need 4 digits on this line that aren't a 9. And I'm thinking that's going to determine whether this is a 2 or an 8 here. Because we can't have a 2 because of the black circle. We can't have a 2 right here. And if we place a 2 down here, or not an 8, why did I put 8? If we place a 2 down here, how does that work? We can't put a 3, we can't put a 1, and we can't go up to 9, so we'd have to go... That's what it is, I think. If we put a 2 down here, we'd have to have an 8 up here because we'd have to have 4 digits that aren't consecutive. And one of them is not a 9. If we could put a 9 here, you could put a 2 down here because you could do 2, 4, 6, 9, right? But we can't put a 9 here because a 9 in this box has to go in one of these 2 cells because the 9 can't go up here, and this 9 is pointing in here. So the 9 in here has to go in these 2 cells, which means we can't put a 9 on this line. So yeah, we can't put a 2 here because if we put a 2 here, we'd need an 8 in here somewhere, and that would break this cell. And we can't put an 8 here because of these. There needs to be an 8 on this line in here. So that's where I think the determination came from. So if we put an 8 on this, hey, the bookworm. I was thinking about doing a recording, I think, of one of your puzzles today or tomorrow. I think I have one in my queue. I made a list of puzzles for you to do, or that I'm going to do. I think one of them was yours. I haven't gotten to it yet, though. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out this puzzle. Yesterday I jumped on here and I was, I had placed like 4 digits after like 2 hours on this thing. But yeah, I just figured I got this 9 was the last thing I did yesterday, which removed 9 from this entire Nabner line. And I can't put a 2 up here. And if I put a 2 down here, I think that forces an 8 in here, which would break this cell. Or no, maybe if I put a 2 here, I can still put an 8 here, and that would force this to be a 2. Maybe that's what it is. All right. I honestly, I started this puzzle as a recording. I don't think you were here when I was going through this. I started this puzzle as a recording, and I was on it for an hour, and I only got this 9, 6, and 4. And I was like, this is way too long. Like, so I decided to stop the recording and then do it as a stream yesterday where I could get some help. So I think I definitely bit off more than I could chew with this one. So I'm trying to, for my recordings, pick some puzzles that look a little easier than this one. So I'll try and be careful. Do you tend to do any bloopers while recording? Oh, yeah. This is a YouTube comment, by the way. Matthew, do you tend to do any bloopers while recording? All the time. You have no idea how much I edit out. Especially when I'm saying the date at the beginning of my videos where I go, hello, let's do Wordle for Wednesday, whatever. I'll say the wrong month, say the wrong day. I also like sometimes just starts talking too quickly and then I'll slur a word or something and I have to redo it. So yeah, definitely. There's been a couple videos where I've even added the bloopers at the end, like where I'll put like me messing up the date or something like that. Don't trust LMD ratings either. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty new to that site, honestly. So I was kind of going off of ratings. Although this one was 4 stars, so this one said it was pretty tough. So this one seemed to match. All right. Oh, this puzzle. All right, man. See you later, truck. Okay, so back to the puzzle. So yeah, yesterday I determined that I placed this 9 was the last thing I did, which removed 9 from here, which means 9 can't go on this line at all from these pointing 9s in this 9. So if I put a 2 down here, that basically forces an 8 up here. So obviously I can't have a 2 here because that would put an 8 up here and that would break this cell. Because an 8 can't go here because of these pointing 8s. But could I put a 2 here, force the 8, and make this a 2? Or do I have to have an 8 on this line, I guess is the question. I think I do, because if I did all odd numbers, if I didn't have an 8, it would have to be 1, 3, 5, 7 as the 4 digits, and that would break these cells. No matter what, if I had the 7 over here, it would break this cell, it would have all of 1, 3, 5. But even if I put the 3 over here, it would still have the 1, 5 over here. So that would break all these cells. So yeah, I think an 8 has to go on this line, which forces this one to be a 2. I think that's where I'm at. Why would it need an 8? Okay, so this Nabner line, I can't have a 9 on it. And this 2-4 anti-quad removes 2 from up here. I'm trying to remember all the logic because starting and stopping over 2 days is making me forget a lot of the logic of how I got here. Yeah, so a 9 can't go on here because of these pointing 9s and this 9 here. So yeah, without the 9, if I have a 2 down here, I need to have an 8. In fact, I think I have to have an 8 no matter what because of these odd digits. Yeah. I just want to make sure that that is definitely the case. I'm fairly certain, but I don't want to just be fairly certain. I don't want to make a mistake like I did on my recording the other day and have to backtrack. So if I did 1, couldn't do 2, it would be 3. If I did 1, it would have to be 1, 3, 5, 7. if I didn't use an 8. It's the only way to do it. So even if I don't use a 2, I have to have an 8 on here. Yeah. That simply means R4 C7 isn't an 8 since 8 on that line will be in column 7. Yes. Yeah, that's what I've been trying to determine this entire time. Navario jumped on here yesterday and he was helping me out. And he was basically saying this line interacts with this line. You have to figure out why. So I figured out that this had to be a 2 or an 8, and I've basically been sitting here determining what number it eliminates. So yeah, I'm certain now that this is a 2 because an 8 has to go on this line somewhere. And it can't go in this spot because of these pointing 8s here. Whoops. Okay. So I'm fairly certain this is now a 2. So if this is a 2, we can't have a 3 up here or a 1. So that makes this a 4-8 pair. Which makes this not an 8. And since this is no longer an 8, this is going to be low. We can't have the 1, 2 here. We need the other number to be the 8 or the 9. And a 1, 2 can't go here, so that makes this a 1, 2 for this pair here. And the last number is a 3. And then this is now a 1, 5 pair, removing 1, 5 from this line. So that's now a 3, 8 pair. Okay. If I remember right, I'm trying to remember why I placed this 9 here. I think I need a 9 on this line. But I'm trying to remember if that's the case. Following your logic, 3, 8 pair in the box affects R4, C4. Row 4, column 4. Three, 8 pair. Oh yeah, correct. Yeah, thank you. Which makes this a 1 and a 3, which means this is no longer a 3 over here. I don't know why I put all these digits on here. I just figured that this could never be an even number because the 2 was removed, and so was the 4 and the 8. And the 6 is pointed. So I thought maybe there was some issue where I should... there was a lot of cells that were either odd or even. So I was like, is this going to be a coloring puzzle where I'm doing the polarity between the odds and evens? Okay. All right, Elvis. They'll be there. All right. So now where are we going here? Yeah, I think I said yesterday, I didn't mark it though, that a 9 had to be on this line somewhere. A 7 has to be on this line, and 8 can't be up here, and 8 can't be down here. Well, the 7 has to be on this line, so 8 couldn't be on here no matter what. I'm trying to remember where the 9 went. But maybe that doesn't matter. I just removed a bunch of different digits from a bunch of spots. Maybe there's some easier low-hanging fruit out there. This one specifically, I do. Yes, I was basically, when I started doing this stream, was like, I need help because I was stuck. I mean, obviously, I don't want you guys to just tell me what the answers are. You know, I want to work through the logic. So, you know, if you want to give me a push in the right direction, you know, the whole point of my Sudoku series that I just started, because, all right, most of you guys I know probably have never watched my videos. Like I just joined the server pretty recently. Ranks invited me over, and I'm basically familiar with his adventure series, which were all 6x6 puzzles. And I went through all of those. So I was like, oh, maybe I should do my own series where I, you know, like try and do these in a 9x9 environment. So that's basically where I'm at. So I'm definitely not an expert at this. I'm trying to kind of learn the new constraints in a 9x9 thing. So um, yeah. And I was trying to do a video on this when I got stuck. So yeah, I definitely started the stream because I wanted some help. But again, I don't want to just yell the answers at me, like I do want some, pushes in the right direction, if that makes sense. Okay. Maybe this line is pretty limited now. We have 1 through 2, 3, and 5 basically removed from these 3 cells. We have 3 also removed from this cell. So this can't be a 3. Yeah, I get that. Okay, so we know the 9 goes up here too. So this cell, these are actually fairly limited, I think. 6 can't go down here. See, like I said, they like to watch me suffer. That's okay, Ragdad. Sorry if you don't see the comments I'm replying to. I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube at the moment, so I might reply to comments that you don't see. Okay. So we got 8. And 2 and 4 can't go up here. 2 can't go along this line anywhere. Well, it can if it goes here. Three can't go along the line anywhere. So we're going to have to go 8, 6, 4, and then 1 or 2. Right? I think that's correct. Okay. If the C5 line only has 1 6 digit, it needs 3 from 1 through 5. If the C column 5 line, if the column 5 line only has 1 6 plus digit, it needs a 3 from 1 through 5. I think it can have a 9 on it. I think I determined that yesterday, but I don't remember how. And that's what placed this 9 here, because I had 9s pointing in here. And then I placed this digit here. There was something that broke something else if I didn't put the 9 on here. And now I'm trying to remember what it was. Okay. Thanks, Book. Is Book or Worm? If it had 3 digits from 1 to 5, there would be 1 3 5, which breaks this. It would break. If it was 1 3 5 7. Yeah, the 3 would have to go here because of this, and then the 1 would have to go here, and that can't happen. So yeah, 9 definitely needs to go on this line somewhere. That's right. Worm, okay. Worm, bookworm. All right, thanks. So this is a 1 or 2 9. We need a 7 up here as well. This can't have a 6 on it or a 1. Well, a 1, it can have a 1 if the 1 goes down here. If it had a 9 on it, could the 9 go here? Because that would force a bunch of low digits up here. We could do 9, 7. Can't do 6. Could do 5. And then maybe 2. So yeah, that works. But we can't do, well, we couldn't do 1 and 2 anyway because they can't both go on the same line. So if the 9 in this, basically I'm trying to figure if the 9 in this box has to go on this line, or can we have a 9 here and a 9 over here? And of course, maybe there's some Sudoku I'm missing too, just basic stuff. Since I added some more digits, I haven't really looked at them. That's a problem I found with these variant Sudokus, is that I get so focused on the individual rule sets that I forget some basic Sudoku sometimes. 2 and C6, column 6. Where does the 2 go? Yeah, 2 can't go here. So here or up here. This is a 2, this would have to be a 1. Seven and C7, column 7. Oh yeah, the 7 can't go on this line. Good call. That makes this a 7-9 pair. So that makes this a, what? Can't be a 2. This is a 4-6-8 pair. Okay. So that means this number is a 1 or a 2. I honestly set for that. So I like make people look for stuff, as you saw in triangles. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yours was the triangles one. So if we put a 2 up here, that would make this a 1. That would make this a 1. Point of 2 and C6 again. C6. Okay, so where does the 2 go? It can't go here. So if 2 went here, what numbers would we need? We need a 7. We can't do a 6. We'd need a 5. Right? Now we could do a 4, correct? Can 2 and 1 go on the same line? No, they can't. So yeah, if 2 went here, that would make this a 1. And that would make this a 1. Oh, wait up. Yeah, that's right. 2 can't go up here. Because that would force this to be a 1. That's right. And they can't go together. Yeah. Okay. So 2 can't go up here, meaning this has to be 2. Got it. All right, thanks. So we have 4 cells left in this column, which are 7, 5, 1, 1, 7, 5. We can't put a 1 up here either, because that would force this to be a 2. So where does 1 go? 1 has to go down here. So we need 1, 5, 4. We need a 4. Where does the 4 go? 4 can't go up here. So 4 is forced on this line. This makes this a 4, 7 pair. And that actually makes this a 4 and a 7. and a 9, a 7 over here. Okay, and this is now a 1 and a 5. All right. This can still be either 1 or 2. We have the 7s in this row, or band. I think that's what they're called. All right. So maybe this line is next. Row 3, C5 is 1. Think about why. So if this was a 2, we couldn't have a 2 along here. This was a 2. Where are we putting the 1? This is a 2. I think we need a low digit in here, which would be a 1, right? Is that what you're saying? And we can't put a 1 here, and we can't put a 1 anywhere in here. Maybe that's why. Oh yeah, the 4 in column 5. That's interesting. So yeah, 4 can't go up here. Five can't go here, so 5 is... We're going to need either a 4 or 5 in here, right? We're going to need a 4 on this line no matter what, so this can't be a 5. So this is a 7. Also, if you want some good puzzle suggestions, take on the Spotlight quest. It's amazing. All right, I'll have to write that down. I'm terrible about remembering things. Where's my notepad? Spotlight quest. All right, thanks. All right, so we have a 7 on this line. We can't have, I think we need a 9 on here. In fact, I know I did determine we needed a 9 on here somewhere. So the other 2 digits have to come below 5. And 5 can't go on this line, so it's going to be 4 and a 1 or a 2. But 1 can't go anywhere on this line, so this has to be a 1. This is going to have to be 9, 4, 2. Okay. Good to know. I like a good troll, but it's good to know. Only 90%. That reminds me of Interstellar. We agreed, 90%. Let's see. So, yeah. We need a 9 on this line. And we can't put a 5 on here because we need a 4 on here. So we know 4, 9. And we can't put a 1 here or 1 here. So yeah, it's got to be 9, 4, 2. And this one can't be a 2 down here. Okay. Which means this one is a 1. Which makes this a 2. This is no longer a 2. Hey, that was my first deduction of this puzzle, was that a 2 had to be pointing in one of these 2 spots. I finally got it. This is a 2. The 2, 4 anti-quad box in 9 is interesting. Okay, I'll still look at it, see if there's anything on there that I can do. If not, I'll just skip it. Or I'll jump on here and, we can do a collab effort. All right, so an 8 can't go on this line down here. So an 8 can go up here or in here. What are these last two digits up here? We need a 3 and a 5. This is a 3, 5, and this is what, 2, 8. Okay. Sure. Yeah, if you want to send it, it'd probably be easier just to shoot it to me in Discord, I guess. Or if you want to put it in here, I can just copy and paste it. It's fine either way. I don't care. All right. So what are the digits left in this box? We're going to need a 5 in here too. This is 459. Right? Yeah, 459. I don't think that's super interesting at the moment. Leor's comment has merit. Leor. Oh, the 2-4 anti-quad box and 9? 2-4. Oh, yeah. It is interesting, isn't it? Super interesting. I thought he was just saying, just popping in here as his first comment, just saying, oh, that's an interesting constraint. No, it's actually like pointing me at something. All right, thanks. All right, we need a 3 in this box too, and a 3 can't go here, so this has to be a 3. I just noticed that. So this is also a 492. And we know where the 2 goes, so this is 2. Wait up, no, we have a 2. What's the other digit I'm missing? Oh, 497. It's literally pencil marked right there. I'm really smart. Okay. Thank you. All right. So now 1 and 2 can't go on this line. We need a 7. So we can't have 6 or 8. Can't have 4. So it's got to be 5, right? Or 1. This is basically an odd digit line. I don't think I can have any evens on here. We can't, because the 3 removes the 2 and the 4, and the 7 removes the 6 and the 8. Okay, so this is just all odd digits. Pinged you in the thing where it is. All right, thanks. Six has to go in here. Hmm. Let's see, 7, 2. I'm trying to do just a little bit of just basic sudoku here, see if I missed anything since I placed some more numbers. 4 still pointing. We only need 4 digits left in this row, which are 4, 5, 8, 9. Those aren't super limited at the moment, other than the 4 and the 9. Three's got to go down here somewhere. Actually, down here somewhere. I need to get that right. Oh, we have a 6-8 pair here horizontally. I didn't even notice that. So 6 and 8 can't go in here. It can't go here. R7C8, row 7C8 is surprisingly limited. Oh no, it's R7C8. You can pencil mark row 4 down to pairs. Okay, so we needed 4, 5, 8, 9. Oh, the 5 can't go here. Oh, or up here because of that pair. That's right. So this is 4, 5. And there's the 8, 9. Okay. And then you said there are only 3 lines left, so I'm guessing it's mostly sudoku from here. R7, C8 is surprisingly unlimited. Nothing helpful, but nice to see it. Okay. So this can't be 4, 6, 8. Can't be 2. Can't be 2, 4, 6, 8. So yeah, this is just a non-digit. Mark the rest of B6. What's, oh, box 6. Or box 6. Hey, Naverio, yeah. I've got some help today. So let's see, we have the 1, we need a 3, we need a 4. And they both can't go on this line. So we need 3, 4, can't be 5, 6, and 7. Okay. So this is going to be either 1 of 3, 4, and 1 of 6 and 7. They both can't go here. It's going to be one or the other. Am I missing any pointers or anything like that? I'm seeing a thing in box 4 as well. Probably. Oh yeah, there's no 5 on here anymore. You know, we basically have an X-wing of 5 here, which means 5 is basically forced here, right? Am I seeing that right? So yeah, these 2 columns are going to have the 5s in here, so this has to be a 5. Okay. So this can no longer be a 5. Where does R7, row 7, column 8 go in box 6? Can't go here, and it can't go here. So it's either got to be one of these 8, 5s or this 8, 9. Well, it can't be an 8. So this is either a 1, 5 or a 9, right? If this is a 9. That's something I got to get better at, is looking at geometry when I don't even have any numbers marked. Eight in box 4 looks up. 8 in box 4. Wait up, can't an 8 go here? Oh no, an 8 can't go there. That's right. I was overlooking the quads. Yeah, it's a 6-8 pair. So yeah, this is a 9. Okay. So that means there's a 1-7 down here. I definitely need to get better at geometry puzzles. It's something I've been trying to do. So this is now a 179 as well. All right. This is 6, 7, 8. What is this number? I feel like this is more wide open. No matter what, we can't put an 8 here because we're either going to have one of 7 or 9 up here. So 8 can't go here. Five-arrow puzzle, 5-star arrows puzzles by Jovial. I don't know if I'm ready for 5-star puzzles. X-Wing on ones were 7 and 8. Yeah, that's right here. Okay. So the 1 goes down here, which means the 1 doesn't go here. So that's a 5 or a 9. Not always the very sudoku kind of geometry, though. All right, we still have this 6-8 pair, which 8 can't go here and 8 can't go here. So that means 8 is forced down here. Which means this is an 8. This is a 6. This is an 8. This is a 6 and an 8. Got it. All right. Also X-Wings on 7. Yeah, the X-Wings on 7. So 7 is also forced down here. So this is a 1-7 pair. And this is 8-9. And then in here, we only have 3 digits left, which are a 4, 6, 3. And the 6 can't go here, so this is a 6, which means this can't be 7, which means this is 7. Okay. And then this, what were the last 2 digits? It was 4 and 3, 3, 4. Oh, we place this 5 and 7 and 4 and 5. 7's no longer go here. All right. Should be getting close here. This is a 3 and a 4. 3 in this box goes right here, which means 4 is forced on here, which means 5 does. Yes, 4 is forced on here because this can't be a 6 and 7, so this can't be a 5. So this is a 9, which is an 8 and a 9, a 4 and an 8. There's a 4 and a 9, 1, 9, 5, 1. All right, we should be pretty much wrapping up here. This is what, a 2, 2, 5. Do I have that? No, I don't have that. Okay. Oh, we have an 8 and a 9 down here. This 9 looks up. So this is, oh no, we already have a 9 in this box. What am I doing? Box 5. Oh yeah, these last 2 digits are a 4 and a 3. Right? No, not a 3. I already have a 3 over by the 8, so it's a 4 and a 5. That's right, 4 and a 5, yeah. So this is now a 4. This is a 6 or a 7. 4, 4, 4, 4. 3 goes over here. What's the other digit that goes in here? This is also a 5, 7. Do I have that marked? I don't. No, it's not a 5. Where's the other number? Oh, it's a 9. Sometimes I miss some easy things. 1, 7, 5, 1. Okay. And the last 2 digits. I already know the last 2 digits. I determined that earlier. This is a 5 and a. I say I know the last 2 ones. I don't even remember it. 1, 2, 2, 5. That's right. I'm gonna mark it so I don't forget it again. And then yeah, we need 2, 5, 1, 7. We still need a 1, 2, 5, 6 up here. Over here, we still need a 1, 3. 3 goes over here. 6, 8. Am I missing something here? 5, 6, 8. No, not 1, 5. 1, 3, 6, 8. This is a 1 or an 8, and this is a 3 or 6. Am I missing something? Six, 7, 6, 7, 7. What are the last digits? 4 digits. We need 1, 2, 5, 6. 1, 2, 5, 6. This can still be 6 or 7. This can still be 3 or 8. There's nothing. In fact, these have to be 3 and 8. What am I missing? Am I missing an anti-quad somewhere? I'm missing a single digit somewhere, aren't I? 3, 6, 3, 8, 6, 3, 8, 7 goes down here. The box 3 anti-quad, how does box 3? Oh, the 1, 2. Oh, yeah, I was missing an easy one. All right. So that can't be a 1, 2. We can still put 1 here. Where does the 2 go? The 2 can still go here or here. This can't be a 3. I missed that one. That one was the super easy one. Okay. There we go. 5, 2, 5, 2, 6. This is a 1, 8 and 1 and 2 and 8 and 3 and 5 and 6 and 3 and 6 and 2 and 2 and 5. All right. Hey, only 3 hours and 13 minutes. That's not bad. Oh, man. Hey, we got there. We got there. It was a learning experience. Yay! All right. Thanks, guys. I think that's it for today. I just wanted to really finish this one before I started doing anything else. But I might try and do these somewhat regularly if you guys want to hop on and join me. But yeah, thanks for the help, guys. It was a ton of help. I wouldn't have been able to do it on my own, I don't think, at least not yet. But I do need to remember to look at all the variants. I get so stuck on the Navner lines, I forgot to look at the anti-quads. Anyway, thanks for joining. Thanks for the help. I'll talk to you later.